All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Farafina Show. My name is Mohammed Donzo.
I'm Lamine Sackor.
Vkabineh Toure.
All right, and I want to thank CCS Create for the opportunity giving us today to be here and broadcast our show so everybody can be able to know what's going on. And yep, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely, man. You know, this is a very great opportunity for me and my team,
Yeah.
the Farafina Show. So thanks to CCX for giving us this opportunity, obviously, and I think we're gonna pretty much enjoy our time here today.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And yeah, so I think today we have a lot of things to say. It's gonna be randomly going on because we have to talk about things like how to be productive in a community, how to avoid trouble, and
Right, absolutely. You know, I mean, obviously, we live in a society now where it's all about being productive, being positive, and also staying alive.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff that you need to do to stay alive, and obviously some of the things that you need to do to have a positive impact on your community. These are stuff that we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, and Lamine, he's one of the founders of Farafina Show, so he's gonna give a brief history about Farafina Show and where we are today and all of that, and we can get started from there. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Farafina Show, it all started with Weekend Sport.
Definitely,
Later on, the
yeah.
name changed to Farafina Show. Our thanks and gratitude actually go to our brother and also his CEO, who actually, for all he undertaken, he has actually been the brain behind this Farafina Show. But this whole Farafina Show started in 2016, February, when I do remember the time when my brother called me in February 2016, telling me that we got to start doing something like Weekend Sport, informing our people about the happening since both of since the youth and also the guys from Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone and other part of West Africa love sport.
Yeah.
We should give them the update. We started with Weekend Sport. I do remember when I used to live from Philadelphia.
Definitely.
Coming here
Yeah.
every weekend, just to grace the occasion so
Yeah.
that the show will actually have certain momentum. But today we thank God, a lot of renowned people, respected people have appeared on Farafina Show. It have become the kind of talk about show, big show. Everybody want to appear on Farafina Show. So some of our members, founding members, are not here today, like Ali, Carlos,
Yeah.
Vatango, John Later, Vkabineh is here, Mohammed is here. So that's how everything started. So we are here. We are brothers, even though sometimes we may have our differences, but we are here for everybody.
Yeah.
We are. Let me just say, we are apolitical. We don't involve so much in politics.
Yeah.
We are neutral people, but when we see anything happening, we say the truth.
We talk about it.
We talk about it,
definitely.
but don't be offended when we say something you feel like
This is our me, right?
That's all about Farafina Show.
Yeah.
Inform the people about the happening in the society. Tell the people what's going on. That's all about it. So that's the brief history about this show. So
Absolutely. I mean, and you hit it right on the nail, right? I mean, we are all brothers.
Yeah.
To start with, and we pretty much found ourselves in this whole media stuff. It's because there's a need to inform, and there's a need to pretty much express some of our feelings towards society and stuff like that. And thanks to you, Mr. CEO, bro, Mohammed Donzo, for giving all of us this opportunity. You know what I mean? So it was because of your idea, your need for information to be actually disseminated into our community, and that's why we are all here today. So thanks a lot for that opportunity, man. And the team, Farafina team, continues to grow. Our interests continue to grow.
Definitely.
We're getting positive feedback from community, and that's because of your idea. So so thank you very much.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you guys deserve the thank though, because the biggest thing is for people to be able to listen to you, because coming to you guys, talking to you, I think I talked to a lot of people. I mean, I call names today, but I reached out to a bunch of people, and most people did not even want to hear me out. When I talk to them, they tell me like, yeah, I'll come back, I'll talk to you later, you know. I'd never hear from them again.
Definitely.
But I spoke to you guys, and you were ready to join me, even though, you know, we were nowhere at that time. So that's a big thing.
No, that's not strange in our society, African society. People get good ideas, but they don't want to get involved from the starting.
Yeah.
But when you get there,
everybody wants to be part of it.
So the founding members always catch this kind of tough time from the beginning because people don't want to get involved. But that's why I always say, like, you know, some all had our busy schedule, but this brother, even sometimes we never have guests. Sometimes we invited some people, they won't appear. But just to keep the show going, Mohammed will just be in the studio there updating people, you know, like what's happening, just for this show to be on every weekend. But today we see what's going on.
Definitely.
Guests want to come. You know, now we bluffing guests. You know, those things. I mean, so that's it. That's all what I'm talking about.
And speaking of what you're just talking about, you see, ideas, and it just reminds me of a GE commercial. Ideas are not pretty. Ideas are not like attracting. You know, ideas are scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it takes a stronger person to really see an idea with all that, you know, scary, you know, acclamations and stuff. But put it forward and stuff like that. And I know we're gonna talk more about the Farafina Show, right?
Yeah.
But today I want us to pretty much talk about something that we ourselves, you know what I mean? Because we are all fine men, you know, with great sense of humor and great sense of responsibility. So what have we done to pretty much put ourselves in a situation to being successful, and that youth in our community can actually learn from our experiences? So I'm gonna start with you.
Yeah.
What was your decision coming to the United States as a refugee?
Yeah.
And you're starting up this media company. Yeah. So what set you off?
I mean, you know, like, you know, you guys said, everybody has an idea, you know, we all have plans. And coming to the United States, I had too much plans, you know, I had too much plans because of what we always hear. It's like you go there, you accomplish your dreams. So I had so much dreams, but one of the big one was to come here and try to create like a football academy, like a soccer, you know, academy where I will have kids, you know, playing, and then I organize my own league back home, and then, you know, send them trophies every year, because I used to do that when I was over there. So then I was still having the same plan. I'm like, when I go, I will be organizing this league every year so it can be named after me, and all I will be doing is buy the trophies, send them to them, and then, you know, and maybe once in a while I will go and visit them and be part of it, just to improve, because I have been a sports person all my life, and I think you guys are, you know, that's how we got to know each other. So that was my plan, and up to now I still have that plan. Like, there is a boy in Liberia right now, they call him Jabated. I think, you know, he has his group, and he's doing really well. He's training referees, you know, he organized a league, they have their logo, they have the group on YouTube, Facebook, everything now. And he's been on Mail Radio in Liberia and other radio stations for interview because of his league. So I always try to be in contact with him, and I told him that I want to sponsor his league sometimes. Like, just say Farafina Show, we have that logo on the trophy and all of that. So we are working on that right now. And like I said, that you know, that remains my dream, and I hope that can be accomplished.
That dream is not there yet.
Yeah, it's not there yet.
How about you, Mr. Sackor? What are some of the things that you know, for your brief time in the United States? And I feel like, you know, looking at you, you have pretty much accomplished a lot.
Definitely.
What's the secret so some of these young kids in our community can actually learn from you and better their life, instead of being, you know what I mean, in situation that will be detrimental to their development in society, and not having the opportunity here to do that. So can you elaborate on some of the things that you have actually been able to accomplish, and some of the things that you just said, you know what, I'm not going to be that. You know what I mean? So can you elaborate on some of those things?
First and foremost, the first thing is in life, you should just be patient.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people.
Right.
You know, don't imitate people. Like, because in life, human being, we don't have the same blessing. We don't have because anything that is actually destined for you in life, you definitely gonna get it. But all come with what? Patience, with courage. But you should always have your dream, never relent. So when I was coming, I had, like bro Mohammed said, when you come into the United States, you feel like, at the end, like sometimes you promise people a lot. When I come, I will do this, I will do that. You feel invincible. You feel like when you get there, everything. But sometimes it can happen. I tell people, even though some people say like, oh, when you come, just forget that because you're not going to make it. If you really courageous, you determine, you can still work it up. The dream can still come true, but it comes with patience. I have never been in the United States I just lived like 3 years. I do tell people, but when I tell some people, they feel like, they say, really? You look like someone who been here for like 10 years. Yeah. But it works, it. When I came here, when I dropped that first day in New York, when I saw the airport, I saw how people moving. I said, no, this another new challenge for me. And it happened.
And believe it or not, we all experience that. That's like a cultural shock right there. I remember when we arrived at JFK International. I mean, and when I saw the locomotion, you know what I mean? Like, it was so scary. I'm like, yo, how am I going to survive in this environment where people are going left and right?
Left and right.
You know what I mean? And people enjoy doing that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that was a cultural shock that I feel like we all experienced, right?
Definitely, yeah.
But for me, when I came here, I had a dream, like all of you, and you guys elaborated to yours. And part of my dream is actually, you know what I mean, in the same directions as Mr. Donzo in terms of sports and stuff like that. My dream was I wanted to play. And this for the first time that I have not had this discussion with anybody, but I had a dream to play in the NBA. Okay. That was my dream. You know what I mean? It was a dream of mine, in Conakry and stuff like that, like me playing basketball, blah, blah, blah. The kids calling me Tony Parker, So when I came here, I thought I could actually replicate on those, praises and stuff like that. But then high school, it kind of, you know what I mean? Like everything just, like all loaded for me, So I saw there was so many talented kids and stuff like that, and maybe I kind of like swallowed my dream, I mean, it doesn't pay me to say that, but I feel like, I kind of like strayed away from my dreams a little bit, and that dream did not actually come to fruition because I did not pursue it with the kind of vigorous, you know what I mean, determination that maybe if I would apply more, I would have attained it, but I did not, you know what I mean? But that still did not stop me of making myself a better person.
Yeah.
That did not stop me of staying out of trouble.
Exactly.
That did not stop me of violating any laws and stuff like that. Yeah. I still tried to be a very, very, a positive citizen in the United States and stuff like that. So, talking about that, how about you? What do you think our youth today need to actually put themselves in the same situation as we are able to put ourselves into and be successful? Because I'm saying that we are all successful.
Yeah, definitely.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Like we were even, you do remember like a few hours ago, you and I was in the car, were sharing the same phone or joke. Like, I said, my man, you do remember now your trainee, your student is not driving in the city? So you're like, what are you talking about? I said, because I do remember my first time, he was the first person I contacted
to help you
help me out. Like, but he thought like I had a kind of driving experience because I was naturally had time for driving business in Liberia because I have my own private bike there. I go anywhere, I just get on there and go. So when I get on the car, like Vkabineh said, hey, I beg. So he said, no, let me go contact one other person at Pender. I will give her the money then she can teach you. So this guy always been there for me. I always tell people.
Really, really good.
So that gave you courage because just be courageous in life. That's all America. That's all about America.
Yeah.
Follow the good people. Don't follow the bad people. Because once like you like to imitate people, people get this, you want to get that, you always follow bad people. But once you satisfy with what? Because my dad used to tell me, say always look under, don't look above. When you look under, then you will definitely see some people under you.
Yeah.
Then you will say like, wait. So I'm crying for car today.
Yeah.
Some people don't even get dollar today to eat.
But
So you satisfied. But if you look up, you always looking up. People that are above, and you're not gonna catch up with some of these people. So satisfied with what you have. That's why our young generation is supposed to actually believe in that. When my time come, I will say like I was watching BBC yesterday. These people stopping our guys from going, crossing, but they keep going, These guys were going to, I don't know, Israel, where? Like 60%, since they have won them, before they used to shoot them, but now when they are caught, they just take them and dump them in the sea now. 60 immigrants, that's what they did to them. So all these things, like, let it stay where they are.
Yeah.
When your time comes, because like, we in the Western world, diaspora, we have paper. We're suffering. What about you when you come, you don't have paper?
Yeah.
And look at the kind of risks you're taking.
Definitely.
At least other people come in, they come by flight. But you now get, you know, the risks they're taking to get there, my brother, even they pay me, I can do it,
It's
man.
too much.
We all wanted to travel, but not that way.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of lucky ticket.
And I think one thing that is suffering our brothers and sisters today is, you know, technology is good. It's a good thing. But I think technology is playing a part in this whole thing. First of all, I don't know about you guys, but when I was back home, like most people, you see men like 50 Cent, you know, R. Kelly and others, and you think that everybody that lives in America just live that luxurious life. Like, you look at them, you'll be like, man, when people go to America, this is this. People have gatherings, like the way we have the FEMUSA gathering this month or this week. Everybody comes here with the best clothes. Everybody comes here with the best car. People have rental cars and stuff. And then they take pictures. So when you see those photos uploaded on Facebook, the brothers and sisters that are seeing that, all they think is like, yeah, these guys are living the best of life. And I just want to be like them. And like Lamine said earlier, somebody who has a bicycle, actually somebody who's walking in the street is looking at someone with a bicycle like, yeah, I wish I had one. Yeah. The bicycle guy is like, yeah, I wish I had a motorbike. Motorbike man is like, yeah, I wish I had a car. The one with the car is talking about train or airplane or all of that. But if you look down and you take a look at those underneath you, you will know that you have been blessed.
Yeah.
It's just like walking. When you're walking in the street, for example, if you're walking, you keep your head up, even though people say keep your head up, that's good. But if you keep your head, your eyes in the air, you can kick rocks and fall anytime.
Absolutely.
But if you look down, at least you will not get involved into any of those kind of accidents. You know, so technology is something that is playing on us. Parents need to show their children what they need to watch and what they don't need to watch. Like, let me talk about friends, you know, your companion and stuff. You see boys today, little boys, they are watching things that people who are not 18 or older cannot watch. But they are like 15, 12, 13, and they are watching those things because there's no control over them anymore. They live in their own room. When they get ready, they turn the TV on, they watch things that they are not supposed to watch. So at the end of the day, they don't have that sense yet to be able to tell them that this is good, this is bad. All they think is they are right in everything they are doing because kids, they always think like that. When you're young, you never feel wrong. You always think you are right. So you say, oh yeah, I just got to do this one. So if parents take control of that, tell their children, you know what, you cannot do this. I don't think that's child abuse. You know, people don't understand sometimes. Like, you can tell your kid, don't do this. I watched one episode the last time on Facebook, and I was very much impressed by this police guy. So the policeman came, he got a call through 911 by this kid that, you know, his mom was beating him. And he called that child abuse. So the police guy came. When he came, he saw, you know, this kid. And then he asked the boy what happened. The boy explained his story. And then the mom came. He asked the mom, what did you do to your son? So the lady talked. She said, oh, this, that. You know, this is what happened. Yeah. So she was very worried. After saying all of that, the guy asked, what did you use to beat him? She said, I used the belt. Did you use any other thing to hurt him? No. Can you call him for me? He came out. And then when he came out, he said, yeah, officer, that's a child abuse. And the police guy was like, keep quiet. And the explanation the mom gave was, he doesn't go to school. He keeps leaving home, going to his friends without going to school. So when he lived like that, he will come home, he won't do any of his assignment. In fact, he's not going to school. How are you going to have assignment to do? So when the mom talks, he said, yeah, I got to do what I want to do.
I see that.
So the officer was like, come this way. And he asked the mom to bring the belt. She brought the belt. She was still scared though. Gave her the belt and asked her to beat him one more time. Like, go ahead and beat him again. Wow. She was still scared. And the officer, no, don't worry, go ahead and beat him. And after that, the officer told him, like, you know what? I'm going to feel sorry for you this time. But next time, if you call me for something like this again, I will take you personally to jail and I'm going to beat you and bring you back home.
I know.
This is not what you call child abuse.
Yeah.
This is to put your child on the right path. That's what your mom was doing. So next time, never give us a call for such a thing again, or else you're going to be locked up. So if we have officers like that around us, we have parents like that are treating children in a kind of manner, not to hurt them, but to make sure they become somebody better in the future. I think that's going to be something good.
Yeah, that's definitely, because the other day I was telling one lady, like, her daughter is somebody, like, she keeps giving her the tough time. So I asked her, why is it like the daughter keep dragging you people, you know, over and over? She said, oh, yeah, this is America. The mother telling me that it's America, when the child is 18. So I said, oh, really? I said, but why is it like when they are in trouble, she doesn't think like she's 18.
Yeah.
She runs to you.
Yeah. And this is America.
And this is America. But why you can't tell us that this is America?
Yeah.
I said, so they can have parentage style you're giving to the kids. You're spoiling them. America does not even tell you that. We sometimes, immigrant in this country, communist people come to and frame certain things that America. We have seen white people, some American people in this country, they have their kids that are more than 18, 20. They stay abide by the rules and regulations in the house. But when it comes to us, then we, the parent, will say that the person is 18.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. You know, it doesn't work. Absolutely. You got to be like parent. Because I do remember those days, if you go, you cause trouble. The person will beat you. When the person beats you, then you go back to this person, you beg him, please don't go tell my parent.
Yeah.
Because when that person carry you to or tell your parents about what you did, my brother, it's gonna be bad. But today, if you put your hand on someone child, you will end up to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why you gotta beat my child? So now the children, because like you and I, we're not able to train our children. I can tell anybody. Society have to help us. We ourselves have to help ourselves.
Yeah.
School have to help us. But since this new law come now, the school can beat the child again. You can beat your child again. Society can beat your child again.
Yeah.
And human being not supposed to be like that. You know? If human being be like that, no restriction, nothing, we're just gonna be like animal. That's what I tell people.
Yeah.
Nothing goes without restriction.
You know what all that is actually adding up to is the lack of religion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I know, people don't like to really bring about religion anything no more, because it's not something that is not considered as a norm in mainstream media. But I tell you what, the lack of religion in society tend to, bring about some of these societal issues that we now face. You know what I mean? Like with kids, and you know what I mean, have to do with law and order and all that stuff, police brutality and stuff like that. People are not respecting laws and order. You know what I mean? And if you read religion, if you read the chapter, if you read what is the Quran, the Torah, the Bible. The stuff like that, it tells you to be obedient to what? To your parents, you know, your guardians, your elders, law enforcement. You know what I mean? But kids are not being taught those things no more. You know what I mean? How many kids your age can actually like that goes to church or like monks? You know what I mean? Because the institution is not, you know what I mean, like forcing that. You know, religion is not being taught in school no more. Yeah. Nobody teaches religion in school. Yeah. So the fact that the government can sound on that, then it just take the importance of that in society. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that was the fabric that taught, you know what I mean, everything about, you know what I mean, like governing and stuff like that. So if you take that out of it, it just, so that's the problem we have.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? That's the problem we have. And now the next thing we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about diversity. Yeah. The importance of diversity in society. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because we live in a country that is so diverse with multiple cultures and stuff like that. Yeah. So how do we create an environment that ceases to exist on inclusiveness? You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you know what I mean? And I know people don't like to go there either. You know what I mean? Because, it's diverse, blah, blah, blah. But we know how far that goes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right? Yeah. So we're going to talk about that.
And I just wanted to add something to, you know, the police brutality and all of that first. Because the first thing that people have to understand, which of course is not the case today anymore, is that people are seeing the law officers to be enemies. They are there to protect us. They are there to protect you guys, not to hurt you. So if you know your responsibility, you know their responsibility, then you will get to understand why they are serving you. Right. But if you just hear from people, because I think rumors are killing us today, people just hear from them. I watched a video the last time on Facebook where this lady was sitting in a car with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend got pulled over by a police officer. The car did not have a license plate. So the officer said, you have to get out of the car. Yeah. Guess what? The girl told the guy not to get out. I know. And this guy refused to get out of the car because the girl told him not to. He was about to get out of the car. He sat in the car, refused to get out because the girl kept telling him, do not get out, do not get out. So the officer is like, I cannot take because he gave his ID and his insurance. The guy was like, no, I cannot take anything from you. I want you to get out of the car because in the first place, the car does not have a license plate. So you need to get out of the car. I need to investigate that. I'm not wrong. I'm not doing any harm. I just want to investigate this. I want to know how you got the car and all of that. The girl said the guy is not coming down. And the guy refused to come down. And then the stupid thing was, this officer called for reinforcement. Wow. When he called for reinforcement, they came and they wanted to force them out. The girl was like, oh, just wait, let's get out. Don't hurt or don't touch us. We're going to get out. Why are you getting out now when they asked you earlier politely, in a respectful manner, to get out and you refuse to do so?
Maybe they should have just pulled towed the car in. But now you're going to jail.
Yeah. And they throw the guy out, and then it did not make sense because, they do not understand. She was basing her argument on saying that, oh, they're going to kill you. They don't like this one. They don't like this. He already explained to you why he's telling you to get out of the car. You are just hearing from people, but you don't know what is going on. So please do not act based on rumors. Go ahead, Vkabineh was saying, Lamine said, you need to know yourself. You need to know the community you live in. You need to know about people. Knowing about yourself has a lot to do with your constitution and all of that. Know who you are, who are those that are serving you, what are your duties, what do they have to do, and what don't they have to do. You know about all of that. But you don't just jump into conclusion and see somebody like, oh, you know what, these guys, they hate us. These guys, they don't like us. These guys, they are corrupt.
The funny thing about it, many of us don't know, before police pull you up, they may have, or the man or the woman, actually, if they're female or male, actually view everything about you in that car.
Yeah.
So they can only come and pretend and ask you questions that they already have seen to see whether you're kind of honest person. The way you answer to him, he will know you're honest. But once you learn that investigation, the man is in that car observing everything. The man will say, you are playing with the phone. You say, no, I'm not playing.
Just like somebody interviewing you with your resume in front of them, right? Asking you what's your name.
I saw you with the phone. He has a camera that I can see everything in that car.
Yeah.
You know, because one time I have to remember in Philip, police, that was my first time for cop to pull me up. The guy said, because Philip, we had this thing called inspection sticker.
Yeah.
Right in front, little sticker. So he said, like, the number over there, he's not seeing that one clear. So I asked him a question. Because, you know, we became friends later now.
Yeah.
So I got down. So after everything, I asked him, I said, can I ask you a question? He said, yeah. You said this number, right? I said, yeah. I'm in this car. I'm not seeing this number. You were in that car behind me. Then you telling me that you can't see that number. Yeah. He looked at me, he laughed.
Yeah.
He said, I have the kind of sophisticated equipment that can read everything. Even under your feet there, I can see.
Yeah.
I said, wow. Yeah. From that time when Cap stopped me, I already know why he stopped me from. Right. I can't lie.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just be on my guard and make sure everything is good. Because like probably they may have run something on the car that is not satisfactory. Maybe your license plate or your insurance or whatsoever. Actually, that don't satisfy him. He really want to, make sure.
Yeah.
So, but when our guys, some of our brothers, when they are stopped, instead of them cooperating with this guy, comply with them, they feel like I have to have my right. You don't have your right over somebody that has been given a full right, that can do anything and go defend himself somehow. Anything that comes like that, now you see the message, don't put your hand down, you can put your hand. Or you must not say, police they are afraid of us, we are afraid of them.
Yeah.
Because any attempt, they may feel like you can do something.
Definitely,
and nobody want to lose their life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're absolutely right. So, but for me, my take with police and obviously the people that they're actually hired to protect.
Yeah.
Is this myth, all right? That people feel like law enforcement are actually there to like harm them instead of
protecting them.
Instead of protecting them.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you look at it, this is an institutional thing. You know what I mean? Way beyond what you and I can actually see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally, I can tell you that with fact, I've never been involved in any situation with a law enforcement or personnel and stuff like that. I always make sure before they can even, if I know there's a cop at my back, I make sure I get all my stuff ready. Once they get there, I say, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you see, there's the thing though. We can go back again to how you were raised, how you were brought up. You know what I mean? We have such a combustible relationship between, I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna call name, but with certain segment of the population towards police officers. And this is historical. You know what I mean? So we can actually go back and forth with this, but I'm just telling you, you and I, we're not gonna find ourselves in any situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we were brought up differently. We were raised differently. We were taught at an early age to respect law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? So we are we have that preconceived ideas about about law enforcement or people in superior positions to respect them. So that will be that, and we can
and go ahead and comment though. Like if you think anything can be done to make this better, go ahead and comment on that. Let us know what you think, and we value every single idea, whether it's about making the program better, police brutality, everything that we have been discussing. So,
Yeah, and I know because obviously this is the Farafina Show right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the show that is actually on the horizon right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about sports, entertainment, politics a little
Yeah.
bit, focusing more on Liberian
Yeah.
politics
Politics.
and stuff like that. And I know we have a great event happening right now
Yeah.
in the Twin City, right?
Yeah.
So these are something that we really want to talk about a little more and stuff like that. We have our FEMUSA election coming
Yeah.
up and stuff like so we're gonna be talking on some of the instances and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But just for our viewers, man, this is what we actually, this is the vision that we have for this show,
Definitely, yeah.
and you guys are pretty much riding along with us on this ride. And I tell you what, man, it's getting better every single
Every
day.
single day, yeah.
The team is getting better every single day. We are projecting every single day. You know what I mean? Interest keep growing every single
Yeah.
day. So we're just gonna keep feeding you guys with informations and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
and you guys just keep with us, man.
And you'll be seeing us more on Channel 12 in
Yeah.
Minneapolis, Minnesota here. So if you tune into Channel 12, we will keep you updated though, let you know when our program is gonna be aired and all of that. And probably there'll be a good news too from Philadelphia. Watch out for that too. So that's another thing, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm the only board member of the Farafina Show who happens to be outside of the Twin
Yeah.
City. But I don't know, man. You guys might pretty much not be surprised if you see me here.
I know.
I think
But just keep your finger crossed.
I think
Inshallah.
we know how to make that work. Yeah, we kept having Lamine going back and forth, and he decided like, I'm not going anywhere again. I'm just gonna stay. So probably we will do the same thing to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility, man. Because you know what? And that's what I always tell people in life, man. You need to find a niche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that little thing. Whatever it is that you are passionate about, man. And I'm actually looking at the camera right now to tell our viewers this. I mean, this pretty much go deep in life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you are good at in life, and I know we are all good at something in life.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, man, if you can actually grasp that and apply yourself every single day to better yourself on that, and surround yourself with people that envision the same ideas that you do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing amazing about that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So I am so blessed to be around you guys because I know we share the same vision, we share the same language and stuff like that. What is life about, man? What is life about? Life is about living your life and finding people to live that life along with.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad
Don't
to be
never
around you
like.
guys, man.
It's not good in any society where people. That's always my advice to people. Don't never overlook somebody
Yeah.
because they are not influential person or because they can come out and talk like the way you can talk.
Yeah.
You don't know. These are people that have great ideas.
Yeah.
People in life, we're not supposed to be this way. Like I know everything.
Yeah.
Anything I say is the
should
final,
just-
and
yeah.
I don't know more than any other person. It come to argument. You will always say something that will offend people or want to show people like, I know more than you people, and you can tell me anything. It doesn't work that way. Let us share ideas. So we can elaborate more on FEMUSA.
Yeah.
As we said, we are neutral people, but we want to discuss something,
Yeah.
that is good for our community, good for our society. Mandingos, we are all family. Not even Mandingo born. When it come to Manding,
Yeah.
Manding is not only Mandingo. I always tell people.
Yeah.
But the problem, especially the country we live in, is very hard because people don't distinguish between Mandingo and Islam in Liberia.
Yeah.
That have actually been giving Mandingo people tough time in Liberia. Because like many Liberians feel like Islam is just about Mandingo.
Yeah.
So we have to educate the people. Vkabineh was talking about the diversity in people from multicultural diversity in America. It's simple. Islam, it's just like we don't want to follow the rules and regulation of Islam. Islam taught us about all these things. Islam said any country that you live in, live by the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's not your country. The rules that are governing that country, you got to respect the law in that country. You don't say because I'm a Muslim, so I will not respect the people's law. No. Certain things you may not take it, but you have to respect the people's law. And also live, even whether they are Muslim or they are not Muslim, or you got to go around the people. You got to encourage them. How the people will join you if you don't encourage them? That's why Islam tells us about.
Yeah.
Go around people, tell them, encourage them. You have to be. That's why the pillar of Islam is tolerance. But in any society where no one don't practice tolerance, we're not gonna go anywhere.
Definitely.
Even if you look at Femusa today, these are some of the problems.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they don't practice tolerance.
Yeah.
And anything they
And
say,
they
you want to
own
answer
everything,
it that way.
Yeah.
And it don't work that way.
Yeah.
Leadership, I always tell people, anything that comes to leadership, don't involve leadership or politics with religion.
Yeah.
Or politics with familyship.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Nah, you're absolutely
so because the thing is, if you miss them out, then you're not gonna practice tolerance. No tolerance gonna be there. So Femusa right now, we all prayed. I always tell people, we have a lot of people here with great ideas in America. But because the way Femusa been going on for the past 10 years, they don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
Because every organization, you want to see changes every year. You're going to see progress, improvement. But we rather seeing division growing day by day in Femusa than what? Unity.
Yeah.
So we're going to see, we all pray God how Minnesota going to look. But the past convention, we all know that's not the amount of Mandingo people that we expected to go. The Mandingo people that we actually expected to really grace those conventions, we did not see them. And you ask these people, and that's why these are some of the questions I've been asking. The leadership of Femusa, the past leadership to the current leadership, why are they really reaching to these people and ask them about their grievances? Why? Or because you should set up a committee that will go and be asking people, not doing the convention alone, you ask the people about their view. They should reach to the people, or even your chapter leaders, various chapter leaders, you reach to the people, you ask them what actually going on that they don't like. Now they will give you those information, then your leadership, if you're having any lapses, you can work on that, but it doesn't happen. The first thing, don't criticize. Once you criticize right now, especially our community, then they take you to be an anti-red.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you don't create what make opposition when there is no opposition to any person.
Yeah.
How you gonna work?
No.
I mean, it doesn't bring the best.
18 when there was no competition between Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Something
and
gonna
that's
happen.
one thing that we love to talk about. We will definitely be hosting
there should be
programs to talk
competition.
about sports.
But if Messi feel like nobody there to compete with me, I'll always be the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Ronaldo feel like nobody there to compete with me.
And
it will always be that way.
And by the way, so when he talks about Femusa, maybe for some of you guys who don't know what that is the Federation of Liberian Mandingo Associations in the United States of America. So that's what we call Femusa. We are all part of that. Some of you guys may be watching that are not part of that, but it's good to know about different things. Like Lamine said, Vkabineh has been talking about diversity and all of that. And exactly that is how it is. Because living in a society where you have different kinds of people, different religions, and all of that, there must be a way to unite each other. But what I understand is people say, charity starts at home.
Right.
So there are families that are not united at home.
Yeah.
So there is no way that they will go out and unite with others. Parents, for some of us that our parents, our fathers got married to more than one wife. You see that those women, they want to compete. Some of them do not want their kids to be around the others. Some of them want their kids to be better than the others. Some of them don't just want their kids to be better, but they don't want other people's kids to progress.
Yeah.
So if you have that kind of better mind against other people, it's really tough, because that's one thing that we have to look at first. Like, how do you manage your home? And then after that, you can go out there to see how you can work on other things. But if we do not, it all goes back to that, home training, how you deal with your kids home, like, like you said today, how you're gonna grow up and all of that. I think that's one thing, and probably you guys may have more to say about that. Yeah.
And let me come in real quick. I'm reading a book currently called Thinking in System.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And this book, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna get you guys a copy.
Oh, perfect.
This book, man, my brother, it tells you everything you need to do, like everything you do, even dealing with people on an individual basis.
Yeah.
You have to understand the person you're dating with. And this book talk about, and the fact that we're talking about Liberia, FEMUSA, and stuff like that, and there's something in the book where you talk about if the root of the problem is not identified and dealt with, even if you start a revolution to disable that system, but if that system still remain intact in the mind of the people, it's still going to manifest itself even if the revolution comes to an end.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, look at Liberia. What brought about the Civil War? The same system that brought about the Civil War, isn't those are the same system that are being manifested right now there? Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? So we have to deal with that. So if we don't deal with that, we're still going to have these problems. And you just talk about it. You know what I mean? If you have that hatred within your own family and stuff like that, it's going to manifest itself onto a bigger screen.
Exactly.
And that's what we are seeing with the whole something. And my frustration with FEMUSA and all of its stuff is the whole, so-called delegates. Why can't you just open a vote up for everyone to participate in it? And my brother actually, I'm paraphrasing Lamine. He actually brought that up through our phone conversation last night. You know what I mean? Why can't you open it up for everybody to participate? But you only have 60 select delegates that are already brainwashed before the election is even heard. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just not going to work. We talk about transparency. You're not going to get transparent if you...
I was going to talk about corruption in Africa and all of that. And that's one thing that we can talk about, especially that FEMUSA delegate thing. I have been around FEMUSA for a little bit, and this is how the whole thing is set up. So they have chapter states. So each state will provide 5 delegates. So it does not matter how big or small the membership is, they will provide 5 delegates. So if they cannot provide 5, they can bring any amount, but it cannot be more than 5. So then when they come to vote, I have been reading some stuff where I hear people saying like, oh, forget about those people, focus on the delegates. So it means the rest of the group, they are not considered. Only the delegates are considered, because people keep saying, oh, no, don't worry about them. Just focus on the delegates. And then another thing about the delegates is their minds are already made up. There is no way, from FEMUSA to Liberia, from Liberia to Africa, this is the problem we have.
That's the thing.
Before people vote, they already know who they want to vote for. You will waste your time to go and talk to people, do your campaign, tell them I want you to vote for me. They will never vote for you as long as they already made up their mind.
It's just
so why are you doing debate? To God in heaven, like right now, the election that is going to take place within the Maningo community, Nanya, Morocco, FEMUSA, all the delegates, you can ask the president and the presidential candidate. They will tell you that, what, we already know, we got this state here, we got this state, we got this state. So then, and there is no way that those states will ever change their mind. It does not matter what you tell them. Same thing goes back to Africa. You go, you talk to people, you talk, they listen to you. When you leave, they say, my brother, I already know who I'm voting for. So we need to change that.
But even if they want to maintain the delegate, because even in America, we have the popular vote and electoral vote. But not all states have the same electoral colleges. You can be having big state like Pennsylvania. Then Pennsylvania bringing 5 delegates. Then you have in Chicago, bringing 5 delegates, North Dakota. So it not make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You have in New York.
Yeah.
You have in like Pennsylvania. You have in New Jersey that have the big chapter like that.
Like Michigan right now, Michigan has a very small amount of Mandingo people there.
Then everybody bringing the same.
The last time I was an acting secretary for Minnesota, we had over 400 registered members. Yeah.
So
that is just. I mean, and speaking of delegates, I feel like it makes sense. The bigger the state, the bigger the population, the bigger the representation. Right? So if you're gonna give Philly that have pretty much arguably the largest Mandingo population,
definitely they do, yeah.
You know what I mean? 5 delegates with North Dakota. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does not.
You know, so. We really need, and I'm sitting to really see how this thing go. How this thing go about. If there's any smoking gun in there, man, I'm gonna unleash. I'm telling you, man. Like this whole FEMUSA thing, I feel like somebody need to pretty much come and really, really address some of these situations. Because I'm telling you, we live in a society, we live in a country, and this is why it's very important, man. It's very important for our young leaders like you, me, and all the young folks.
Yeah.
If we don't set a good precedence, right? Like, because we have been blessed to live in this country, go to school and stuff like that, and adapt some of the system of governance and stuff like that, so that we can actually go back home and try to change the status quo back home. And if we can organize a federation in this country and still go by the same ill system back home, then I'm telling you, man, the leadership need to be held accountable. There's under no circumstances that we should apply the same system that have been dragged onto the ground for so many decades or centuries, if you will, without any results. And the federation we form here, and it's, come on, man, it's a shame. It really is. It's a shame, man.
It hurts when you say it. You know? Some might not like you, like Lamine said earlier today, but we are just here to say the truth.
No, let me buttress you the way the thing my brother was saying. Let me buttress Vkabineh. You know, I was listening to Tiken Jah yesterday, his interview.
Yeah.
That's why he was saying, like, right now, we African, when we're doing some things, we feel like we have to benefit.
When
we started, we got to start this thing, the project, or we got to start the revolution and end it. See, it doesn't work that way. See, when I have the dream started, Martin Luther King then started it. See, but who benefited? Obama.
Definitely.
So he definitely said that.
Yeah.
So he said, when reggae started, those guys fight the reggae, now they are benefiting it. So say when Africa firstly was, before the colonization should come, the slavery went for 400 years for it. Then the colonial period still came to 60 something years.
Yeah.
So, but like still remain the same. Independent, stay there. So he said, like, why not like go back to what Sackor, Toure, Kwame Nkrumah and the other Gaddafi then were talking about, putting Africa together. Maybe that will work up to. Like the way America have like 50, we have the same number of states with America over there in Africa. We bigger than them anyway. But if you look at America, it's gonna still be the same way Africa because we are continent. They are just country. See, but if we can try that one too, it will work out. But see, our problem these days is like when we start something, we're not gonna say, okay, let we start this foundation and lay this foundation, let it be growing up. Our children should come and get it from there and benefit.
Yeah.
So FEMUSA, the way it started like 10 years ago, you think if these guys in lay good foundation is be growing like that, you think like they are not going to be progress? Our children come now, they will know say we did something. Our fathers did something for us. But the way we going so, our children, like, because I see real division right now.
Yeah,
real
definitely,
division. Like people don't even speak to people.
Yeah.
Madingo men don't even speak to Madingo men.
Yeah.
Those not news. That's nothing. These are not things that our parents really taught
Yeah,
us. Those
definitely,
days,
yeah.
men to men,
Yeah.
they always used to say, men that let talking too much, you like woman.
woman, yeah.
But today's I can see Madingo women even talking between their husbands and somebody else.
Men are
So
always
like,
on the phone are discussing too much.
too
about
much.
things, yeah.
So what happening to what happening in our community? That's like I always say, like this thing we got to work it out. We work it out. We start something. Our children should know, like, oh, actually, our great parents, our fathers, then really lay a good foundation for us. Then we can start from there. But if they wash up, the kids really watching us what we're doing, our communication that we do. You think like they sitting, they're not listening to you. You discussing about somebody, how you against it. You think your kid's gonna love that person? No way.
Yeah.
So we always put the community first. You come, you vote wisely, but I'm actually against the delegate business. Let me be frank. You have your various chapters all over America. Even those that don't have the opportunity to come to the convention, you can have your commissioners over there that can, organize special election in those various chapters. My man, we are living in this kind of, how they call it, as you said, like
social media
life. These guys can send the result right that way.
Yeah.
So, everybody come with your ID and other things.
Yeah, I think, we're about to get to the end of this program. I think it's been a great program. And we expect more to be coming soon. This is just the beginning of being here at CCS Create. So we will be here most time, to do some programs. You will see us on Channel 12. That is the local channel. It's going to be on Comcast too. Whenever those times come around, we'll let you know. And we do have our Facebook page. We have our Facebook group. So you can check for Farafina Show. That's Farafina. Show, SHOW. You can look it up, like our page on Facebook, and you can follow us. And we have a YouTube page too. You can check us on Farafina Show on YouTube. We have a Skype, that is farafina.show, and we have an email that is farafinashow@yahoo.com. So all of those are available. You can check us out at any time to be part of this great event. And, so those two guys will conclude, and that will bring us to the end of this program. Yeah.
Well, like the CEO, the funder, the brain behind this whole program, I just want to obviously tell you how proud I am, man, for even giving us the opportunity to get on board with this show. And I mean, and everywhere I go, people always talk about the good things that we bring. You know what I mean? And that's what we feel out of, right? Yeah, so to bring you all the goods and stuff like that. So we're gonna bring you contents. We're gonna bring you informations. We're gonna bring you, different things, man. Entertainment, politics, sports. You already know, man.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook. When you talk about it, we everywhere. So search us and you'll find us. So thank you very much to our
You will get
viewers.
to know more about history. We got a history here, so don't worry about that. African football, African history. So
correct.
Those days will be coming. We'll do documentaries and stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's a pleasure being
It's a pleasure
around all
being
of you
here.
guys.
Yeah. Welcome to everybody.
Yeah.
In the Twin City.
And, the team is just together now. We have all the members. I know before the end of this weekend, something better will be coming out.
Something better will be coming on Facebook Live. We're going to be on there. We all going to be in studio with our T-shirts on. So tune in for that.
Yeah.
That will be something great to have all of our funding members in studio and just have have that whole team and energy and talk about different things.
Yeah,
we definitely want to be all over the place.
Yeah.
It will be uncensored, unscripted.
I know.
So you can say whatever you want to say. Yeah. We don't just curse on our show. That's all.
And CCS Media CCX Create Media. We don't just know how to thank them for this opportunity. We want to say thanks to you guys so much. Thanks to all of you for watching us today. This was us at CCS Create on Channel 12. And that brings us to the end of this program. We just don't know how to thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lamine, for being here today as always. Thanks to Vkabineh. for taking off from
Thanks
Philadelphia all the way here. And thanks to all of our viewers. Thanks to CCS and everybody else. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much and hope to see you soon. Yeah, thank you.